guys, I hope you're all well. By popular demand, we're going to do an exercise or a few exercises that are going to help you with digestion. A little bit of a kind of background on digestion is that basically we're the only species where our kind of waste product has to move up our body kind of against gravity to then move across to then kind of out and down. So you might find that if the diet's not maybe as great as it could be, if you're dehydrated, if you're stressed, that your digestion actually slows down, which can make you feel quite sluggish. And I've had years and years of stomach issues, so I know what it's like to have pain, to be bloated, and it's not nice. So we're just going to do some really nice gentle movements that I really like, just to make me feel kind of really nice and sort of clean and empty, or not empty but light. Light's probably the better word. So what we're going to do is just seated, or you can do this sat on a chair, whichever feels more comfortable. We're just going to think about a compass or a clock face if you prefer. So we've got north or 12 o'clock, east and 3 o'clock, south and 6, and west and 9. So all we're going to do is think about your belly button moving. So we're just going to push kind of the abdomen forwards to 12 o'clock or north, and I want you to just pull everything back towards south. We'll go north, south, east, west. So come forwards to north and back to south. And we're just going to do this a few times. So you might find that this feels a little bit weird if you've never done it before. So you might have done cat stretch before, and that one's a nice one, and we'll do cat stretch in a sec. But it's going to feel a little bit more challenging seated. So we've done the north and south, so now we're going to go east and west. And I want you to just think about kind of moving yourself from side to side. And then you can throw this out on a Saturday night when you go out for a drink. Well, obviously a warm water and lemon and a dance, so you can add some arms in and just moving from side to side. And then once you kind of got a handle on this, and all we're doing is learning a new movement, so you might find that to begin with it feels a bit weird and you feel a bit rigid, and that's fine. It will just get easier the more you do it. It's like a baby learning to walk. It doesn't stand up and run straight away, so we just have to practice. So now we're going to go north, east, south, west, north, east, south, west. And all we're doing is just getting a bit of movement around your core or your abdomen, whatever you want to call it, stomach. So I quite like how you can just feel, everything moving. It just feels nice. And now we're going to add a little bit of a smoothness to the movement. So I want you to kind of roll around and let the rib cage kind of move. So the hips are kind of relatively still. We're just rolling around. So just kind of giving your internal organs a little bit of a massage. One of the other things that's really, really good for digestion is deep breathing. So we're in a culture where we're quite stressed all the time. So anything where you can breathe deeply is really good because it's going to help open out your lungs and apply a bit of pressure onto your digestive system. Okay, so we'll just go in the opposite direction. So just change it around. This should just feel really nice. And again, just bear with it, just keep on going, and the next one that we do might feel a bit more comfortable. So just kind of rolling around. So you just kind of practice with this. Drink loads of water, so like 3 litres a day is great. If you've got any nice green kiki powder or something, that also really helps to keep your digestive system going. Meditation is going to help not only for the deep breathing and the actual kind of applying pressure onto your internal organs, but it's also going to help to de-stress you. So a lot of people don't know this, but our stomachs are kind of apparently even more intelligent. They have more kind of nerve endings than our brain. So when you get that clenching in your stomach, when like the office is calling you into work, or you've got someone phoning you or hassling you to do something, that kind of gut wrenching, like feeling, I don't want to do this, that is going to affect your digestion. So the calmer we are, the more kind of level we are, the less things like that are going to affect you. So the more kind of calm, the more chilled we can be, the more kind of present, that's all going to help with your stomach. So I know that although a lot of my stomach problems originated through food and not eating as well as I could, I've had times when I've eaten really, really well, but levels of stress or worry have caused me to have a lot of bloating, upset stomachs and stuff. So just kind of be kind to yourself, be nice to yourself, and don't let anyone treat you how you wouldn't treat other people. Okay, so we've done those ones. We're going to come onto all fours, and we're going to come into your cat stretches and then apply this rotating movement again. So your cat stretch, we're just going to drop the head and arch up, and then lift the head and arch under. And just move where you feel comfortable going. So again, as always, I am hypermobile, so I have a bigger range of movement than most people. So don't feel like you have to do the same range that I do. Okay, so now we're going to go east and west. So it's almost like your shoulder and your hip are coming closer, and then the other shoulder and the hip come closer, and we're just almost kind of having a little bit of a squeeze in at the sides, and that should feel really nice. Cool, lovely. Okay, and then from there we're going to add them all together. So we're going to come up, we'll call it north, out to east, down to south, and around to west. And then we're going to start rolling around. So you have to excuse if my leggings come down a bit. So just roll it around, and that should feel really good. And you should just feel everything working in your stomach. So I'm a massive advocate of functional training and, you know, kind of getting your muscles to load to explode. But this feels really nice as well, and you can just feel stuff working as you do this. So very technical terms, but I like things that feel nice, that feel good. So we're just rolling around. We'll just change direction and just go in the opposite direction. And I can definitely feel my abs working, or something in there working, and it just feels really good. So just a few more of these. So use this time now to just take a few deep breaths. So just breathe in nice and slowly and deeply. Lovely, cool. And then from there you can just kind of have a little bit of a rest. I really like popping one hand on top of the other and just resting my head on there. And just take 3 breaths. And back up. So this time we're going to do a bit of a funny one. This one my nutritionist gave me, and I love this one. It's a bit of a funny one. I'm not going to show you as I normally show the classes, because I normally lift my top up and show everyone so they can see kind of what they're expecting to see if they look in the mirror and do it. But I'm not going to give you guys the fright of that. So we're going to come on to all fours. And what I want you to do, we're going to do something that is completely against our culture. And we're going to let our abdomens completely relax. So you're going to take a deep breath in. I want you to exhale and just let go. So no kind of holding in, no bracing of the core, no pulling it in. Just literally let everything relax. So we've got like meters and meters and meters of intestine in there, and all sorts of organs in there. So just let them kind of hang forwards. So we're going to take another breath. And you might want to try this in front of a mirror after the video. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, and let your breath go fully, and then we're going to try rolling your stomach. So exhale. Then you inhale. You exhale. When all of the air has gone, that's when you start giving yourself an abdominal massage. So you exhale, get rid of all of the air. And then breathe in. Exhale, let all of that air go. And one more massage. Lovely, cool. Then again, we'll just come into a nice little rest. You can get your hands on head on the hands, or I quite like as well taking the hands to the heels and just tucking the head in. And we'll come back. Okay, so we're going to come into one final exercise, which I think is really important for good kind of bowel health and good gut health, which is a deep squat. So I completely understand that some people can't do those, but if you're coming to my classes and you're able to do them, go ahead and give them a go. So you're going to come into your nice deep squat, and if you look at children, they naturally come into this position, and they might sit and colour in and play in this position, and you might see them jumping around and bouncing around in it and doing all sorts of kind of funny looking stuff. And this is our natural rest position. So before chairs were invented, we would sit and crouch in this position and feel really comfortable in this position. So the ideal would be to get back into feeling comfy in this position. So I spoke earlier about how kind of with the intestine, everything has to move up to come across to come back down. Well, without being too crude, with my legs kind of pressing into my stomach, that will actually help to move things along. So I know it's a bit gross, I know it's a bit taboo, I know no one talks about it, but we're going to talk about it today, because who doesn't feel better when, you know, things are working as they should? So if you feel comfortable in this position, you can come to sit in this position. You can actually have a bit of a move around, so you could reach one hand forward, reach the other hand forwards, and just start moving. And take the hands together, press them in, see how that feels. You can have a bit of a wiggle in there. Again, we're getting those feet moving. You can do anything you like. You can take one hand onto the floor, reach the hand up, take the other hand to the floor, reach the hand up. I quite like, which always looks a bit funny, taking the right hand around the leg, take the left hand up, and then we're going to join the hands together so that you're coming into a wrap. So this is a bit of a yoga move, and this just feels quite nice. And then we'll unwrap, and then we'll go left hand around, take the right hand up, grab hold of it. And this feels quite nice in your shoulders as well. And again, I love functional movement. I think you can get great results really quickly moving with function. And a lot of the movements I do in the classes. But this feels really nice as well. Lovely. And then when your legs have had enough, you can just come up, give a bit of a stretch, let your hips move from side to side. So I definitely recommend, if you're doing this, not to do it for too long to begin with. So it's like everything, you just want to build it up. You don't sign up for the marathon and expect to be able to run the marathon the next day. You know, you have like a year of training to get towards it. And it's the same with all of these exercises. Build up gently, start gradually, and just notice the benefits and how much better you feel. And make it part of your everyday life to move more and feel better. So well done, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I know it's a bit of a funny subject, but it's something that really does make a difference. So have a lovely day. I hope your stomachs will feel nice and happy after this, and I'll see you soon. Bye.